Hello and welcome. This is Stephen Dulcie, and today I have an unboxing video for you. I'm going to be taking a look at the Zoids DPZ-10 Dark Horn, a high-end master model that was released by Kotobukiya in collaboration with Takara Tomy in September of 2010. This model retails for a price of 6,800 Japanese yen and is number 21 in Kotobukiya's high-end master model series. As you can see, this is actually the August 2015 re-release. Back in late April, early May of 2015, Kotobukiya announced that they will be re-releasing the HMM Dark Horn in August 2015, along with a beam Gatling unit, And to be honest, I have to admit, I was actually pretty excited when I heard about this, because finding the original September 2010 release for the HMM Dark Horn is not an easy thing to do. It's just not easy. It has become one of the rarest Kotobukiya high-end master models that Kotobukiya has ever released. It's right next up to other Kotobukiya kits like Blade Liger Mirage and Saber Tiger Gold. It's just hard to find. So I picked this guy up off Hobbylink Japan. It was on sale for 5,440 yen, along with the beam Gatling unit. The beam Gatling unit was 2,300 yen. And I used EMS for this order. Yeah, the combined total was 7,740, I think. And the shipping was, I think it was 4,440, I'm not quite sure. The combined total was 12,160 yen. Yeah, that's pretty expensive, to be honest with you. Anyway, taking a look at the box. This is a nice box for the kit. It's not too shabby, to be honest with you. Over here we have the Dark Horn in all of its fantastic glory. Over there you can see a damaged red horn, and I forgot to tell you that that the Dark Horn was actually based on the red horn. So this kit actually uses recycled parts from a red horn. And yes, I do happen to own a red horn kit. It was, come to think of it, Liger Zero and Red Horn were actually the first two Kotobukiya high-end master models that I ever collected. Oh, and there was also a second HMM Dark Horn released by Kotobukiya called the Dark Horn Harry Special. It was based on Harry Champ's Dark Horn from the Zoids New Century Zero anime. The Dark Horn Harry Special kit was released in April of 2012. It retailed for a price of 7,300 yen, and it was number 31 in Kotobukiya's high-end master model series. So, taking a look at the box, we have the box is made by Mercy Rabbit. We got a nice picture of the dark. We got to have a nice picture of the Dark Horn on the box. Over there, there's a damaged red horn, and over there you can see two Zenoba's Empire soldiers. That's the guys in the red suits, being captured by three Gylo's Empire soldiers. Those are the people in the green suits. And over there you've got a dead border, and a dead border's there, and you got two Whale King Zoids as well. During the end of the old Japanese release, a lot of the Gylo's Empire Zoids were actually had the same coloring, like black, being molded in black and neon green and silver, which is kind of bizarre. But cool, though. Not all of them were black, silver, and neon green. And over there is the Kotobukiya logo, tiny Takara Tomy logo, and name of toy in katakana, name of toy in English, dark green, and that's it for the front of the box. Over here we have a nice backstory of the Dark Horn that's written in Japanese, and over here we have a hand-drawn illustration of the kit. Over here we have the name of the kit in katakana and English. Kotobukiya logo over there, SKU, address for Kotobukiya's website, The kit is for ages 15 and up. And that's pretty much it. On the side of the box, we just have a picture that's based on the front. That's one thing that Kotobukiya high-end master model Zoids have. You know, kind of crazy, but I have to admit that's pretty cool. That's pretty crazy. Pretty cool. And on the side of the box, we just have pictures of of what the Dark Horn can do. I mean, you can open the cockpit. What else? Pictures of decals, rear view, front view. You got pictures of its weapons, and you got this as well. On the side of the body, on the side of the body of the Dark Horn, you can actually flip that down to see, I don't know, missile pods, I believe. But anyway, that's it for the box. Man, I can't believe it's been 6 minutes since I already talked about the. Man, it's been 6 minutes and I haven't opened the box yet. So without further ado, let's take a look at the parts. Okay, I am going to start off with the left corner of the box. So the first sprue you get is some a pretty cool shade of green. It's a more of an electric neon green color. These are basically parts for the body, and the letter is I. You got ball joints over there, ball joint. These also go for the head, and this is mostly for the body. Over there is where a polycap goes there. And that's it for this is the only neon green sprue you're ever going to get in this model. And on this side we have the nice shade of silver, a gunmetal color maybe. Letter is E. These are just parts for the body and all that stuff. These definitely go on the head. This definitely goes on the back. This is the back. Not sure where the rest goes, but that's our first sprue. And the next bag we get are, of course, the pilots for the kit. It comes with 3 pilots, seeing as how it has 3 cockpits. And you get a black PC sprue. More silver. These are parts for the feet. And these, I'm not quite sure where this could be part for the tail, maybe. Not quite sure where this part goes. Maybe it's for the foot. These definitely go for the weapons, but I'm not sure where the rest goes. And unfortunately, it's actually 2 sprues in one bag. Our next sprue we get is our multiple sprues. You got 5 silver sprues and 1 black sprue. You get some numerous small bits, which is the L plate. You get a black PC polycat runners that's recycled from a Dark Horn. You get 2 S plates that are recycled from Red Horn, and you get the O plate, which are also recycled from the Red Horn, and the N plate, which is also recycled from Red Horn. And the N plate is actually the teeth and the toes of the Red Horn. And this is one thing I don't get, is that they made the teeth very sharp. So sharp you could probably cut your finger on it. And this is a Styracosaurus type Zoid. Styracosaurus was a plant-eating dinosaur, not a meat-eating dinosaur. So I don't understand why they had to give the Dark Horn sharp teeth. But anyway, that's just them. Now we have the D plate. These are basically molded in black. These are basically parts for the legs and body. These are for the cockpit pieces. These go on the legs. This goes on the leg. This goes on the side of the body. I'm not quite sure where these go. And it's also 2 runners in 1 bag. And we have the G plate molded in, which is also molded in silver. These, I believe these are more parts. I believe these parts go on the head of the Dark Horn, along with these parts. These parts definitely go on the tail, the waist, that is. Not quite sure where these go. I'm not sure where this goes. This goes on, definitely on the waist. And I'm not sure where this goes. This is definitely part for the tail. And we get a black we get the black C plate. These are basically parts for the weapons. This is for the anti-Zoid 3-barreled linear cannon. These parts go to, well, the rest, these and these go to the anti-Zoid 3-barreled linear cannon. These parts, these parts, these parts, and these parts go to the 80mm double-barreled beam cannon. And we have letter M. These basically, I have no idea where these go. These are basically the leg joint. These are actually the leg joints of the Dark Horn. These are definitely leg joints. I don't know where these go. I don't know where this goes. I don't know where this goes. I don't know where these goes. And it's also a duplicate runner. Next, we get some more various parts. We get the U plate, which is the rubber chain energy tube that goes on the beam Gatling gun. We get the annoying little cables, and you get two of these polycap runners. They are both the same size, and you get another polycap runner, which is smaller, but it's smaller. Next, you get, of course, the Zoid core, which acts like the heart of a Zoid. It's a common gimmick that Kotobukiya high-end master models have. And on the Q plate, you just get the cockpits for the Dark Horn. You get 2 for the head and 2 for one for the back and one for the tail. And it's molded in a translucent green color, and it's also recycled from the Red Horn Zoid. Okay. The last sprue we get are the last sprue we get in the left corner is, of course, are the caps, which were recycled from the HMM Shield Liger, which was released way back in 2006. That's when Kotobukiya started making high-end Master Models kits. And as you can see, there are actually 3 of them. 3 of them. 3 sets of caps. That's like 10, 20, 30 caps in one bag. Cool. Now let's move on to the right corner of the box. Starting off with the right corner, you get the head. You get the A plate, which is molded in black. You get the head, the body. You get the jaw, the cockpit, the horn. Not sure where these go, where these 2 go. You get more parts for the body, and that's basically it. There's nothing else. Oh, and on this side you get the B plate, which is also molded in black. These are just parts of the body. This is, let's see, the tail, body, I think, legs, and that's actually a lot of black, to be honest. This is a nice little, this is a lot of body parts. Next we have the K plate, which is molded in this nice shade, in this good looking shade of silver, I gotta admit. this is the K plate. These are for the legs, body, and I'm not quite sure what, mostly for the body and legs. These are some nice detailing. Gotta admit, I have to give Kotobukiya credit for the detailing on this kit. And it's a duplicate runner, just like other runners in this box. Then there's the T plate. These are basically parts for the weapons of the Dark Horn, the beam Gatling unit, and I'm not quite sure what this weapon is, but these are just basically parts for the weapons, and that's it. And this is a Dark Horn original sprue. Here it says Kotobukiya 2010. And that's really nice. Yeah, because this was a model made in way back in 2010. Came out in September of 2010 when I was starting, you know, when I was in 11th grade at the age of 16. Mom? Oh, hold on, guys. Okay, that was my mother telling me to shut the windows off because the air is on. But let's get back to more. Okay, then there's the F plate, which is again molded in silver. Not quite. These are basically more parts for the body. I don't know where these are. I don't know where they go or anything. They're just I don't know where they all go. They could be parts. They're also parts for the weapons. Over here we have the J plate, which is also molded, again molded in silver. Not quite sure what these are for. These are probably parts. These are basically, these go to the tail. The rest probably go to the head. Other pieces go to the head. And yeah, that's some nice, good-looking silver. The last sprues we get are the X plate, molded in black. These are basically parts for the beam Gatling unit and other weapons. And the V plate, which is molded in silver, and these are basically parts for the six-barreled beam Gatling unit, also called hybrid Vulcan sprue. That's what it was called back in the old Japanese release. But when the new Japanese release came out, it was renamed the beam Gatling unit. I don't know why. I mean, what was wrong with hybrid Vulcan in the first place? I mean, why would you change the name of the weapons? That just doesn't make sense. So anyway, these are the last sprues we get in the box. Now we're going to take a look at the instruction booklet of the Dark Horn. Like other Kotobukiya High-End Master models, you get the same stuff over and over again. You get a picture of the Zoid in the front cover with another picture of the Zoid in the background. You get info on how to build it. You get parts where to build it, the model of the number of the kit, the designation number of the Zoid, the Zoid's logo, the Kotobukiya logo, etc. On the back, you get more pictures of the views of the kit. Second you get pictures of the weapons and all that stuff. The Zoid core, the front view, the rear view, the cockpit, the decals, etc. When you look inside, you start off with a backstory of the Dark Horn Zoid. It's called History of. That's what they're called. History of. Yeah. The backstory is only 2 pages long, unfortunately. And on page 3, you get the specs of the Dark Horn and what it's equipped with. The weapons, it's got the data. You got the sensor unit, radar unit, missile pod, hybrid Vulcan gun, anti-Zoid 3-barreled linear cannon. You've got, what else? You've got the 80mm air to surface to air double-barreled beam gun, beam cannon. You've got the laser searcher, the gunner. These are called gunner cockpits. The weapon platform multi-launchers, a TEZ 20mm beam guns, multi-launchers, an AEZ 20mm beam gun, gunner cockpit on the tail, spike blade on the tail, shock something skid. This unit, a 4-barreled multi-missile launcher, a multi-launcher over there, a searchlight over there, bite fang, crasher horn, driver's cockpit, sensor unit, Zoid core, 3D radar antenna, 4 of them. And honestly, that's it. Oh, and the beam, and you got the beam gun cannon over there. Whoopsies. On page 4, you have a nicely done black and white drawn model, pictures of the drawn model. For the head, the cockpit, the horn, the antennas, the jaws, and the weapons. Head weapons, that is. On page 5, you get a picture of the body, the neck, and the upper torso, I believe. The combined torso with the head. Looks good. On page 6, you get, of course, the middle body, and I'm not quite sure what that's supposed to, I think that's also the upper body. That's the upper body, the top body, and that's the middle body, the Zoid core, etc. On page 6, you get the parts list. You get the parts list: A, B, C, 2D plates, E, F, G, 2H plates, I, J, 2K plates, L. On page 7, you get more. Page 8, you get more. 2 M plates, N, O, 3 P plates, Q, 3 R plates, 2 S plates, T, U, V, 2 W plates, X. There's no Y plate and there's no Z plate, unfortunately. After that, you get polycaps 1, 2, 3, and 4. You get a decal sheet and the Zoid core. And over here, it tells you the pieces that you do not need for the Dark Horn kit. Whoopsies. Whoops. Excuse me. On page, construction for the kit for the Zoid, for the red Dark Horn begins on page 9. You start building off the head. On page 10, build more of the head. Then you start building the neck and upper body, top body, that is. Then you build the lower body, the middle body, I meant. The structure, attach the neck and top body to middle body over there. Then you build the lower body, the waist, that is. Then you start building the tail of the Dark Horn. And between pages 15 and 16 are where the staples are. You get more building for the tail. Attach it to the lower body, the waist, whatever you want to call it. What else? You gotta attach that over there. What else? Then you attach the tail and waist to the body, and then you start building the legs. The legs, forelegs, that is. That's what the front legs are called, forelegs. Continue building then you build the feet, continue building the forelegs, then you start building the hind legs, like so. Then you start building the weapons for the Dark Horn. Starting off with you build the anti-Zoid 3-barreled Linear Cannon, then you build the 80mm double-barreled beam cannon. Next, you build the beam hybrid Vulcan / beam Gatling unit. Build the missile pod, sensor array unit. Build for the this beam cannon. Then you put all the weapons together. Build this part for the hybrid Vulcan sprue. Then you finally put the whole thing together, the rest of the kit together, and it shows you the gimmicks, the cockpit gimmick, the missile launcher gimmick, and the Zoid core gimmick. And on this page you have more hand-drawn black and white illustrations of the body, with an incomplete tail, the legs, etc. Then you build then you get more black and white illustrations for the legs and the tail, end of the tail, that is, the feet, and how it's designed. Of course, the weapons. The anti-Zoid 3-barreled Linear Cannon and missile pod. The 80mm surface-to-air double-barreled beam cannon. And the rest of the weapons. And that's all the black and white hand-drawn illustrations. On page 28, you get the color guide of the Dark Horn. It shows you what colors you need to paint it. But I don't really paint my models that, to be honest. You need black, you need green, dark green, silver, brown, gold, neon green, light green, dark green, and orange for the sensors. And then on this page it shows you where to put the decals on, but I'm not really going to use decals because it's also not my thing. And to be honest, that's everything about the HMM Dark Horn instruction manual. It's gonna be a really difficult model to build, to be honest with you. And then you also get the decal sheet. Over here is the decal sheet. And to be honest, it's really nice. It's really good looking, but I'm not going to use it. You've got the original Guileless Empire insignia, which is basically a black dragon with a circle on a neon green triangle thingy shaped arrow. Over here you get a weird looking green skull with its tongue out. Yeah. DPZ-10, DPZ-10, and some other random decals that you get. And that's pretty much it for the HMM Dark Horn. So, construction of this Zoid will not be until maybe tomorrow or today. Don't know when. Is it my favorite high-end master model? Looking at the box, just after taking a look at the parts, no, it's not one of my favorites. Actually, it is one of my favorites, but it's not my all-time favorite. So, if you have any comments about painting or decorating this kit, tell me in the comments below, and we'll catch you next time. This is Stephen Dulce saying sayonara. That means goodbye in Japanese.